Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I am Natalie Herbick, and coming up on today's show, we are shopping local for the holidays. We're talking unique boutiques, special shops, and a whole lot more. You'll definitely find something for everyone on your list. And it all gets started right now. Are you ready? I know I'm ready to get our holiday shopping started. Our first stop is taking us out west to Wakeman, where a local barn is opening its doors once a month for all sorts of treasures that you can't find in many places. This is White Pine Mercantile.
White Pine Mercantile is a modern general store, and I like to say that it's just, a compilation of a bunch of small businesses. So we have probably 50 to 60 small businesses that we house here, and we have everything from home decor to candles to pantry items to kids stuff. So it's just kind of a little shop full of a bunch of goods. I've been thinking about this store for so long, and it's become so many different things throughout the year. So once my husband and I were thinking about what to do with this barn, we kind of thought it would be like the perfect spot for the store. And then we thought, how cool would it be to have folks be able to come here and see the animals and kind of visit the property and just see everything we have here, but then also shop. This barn was built in the 1950s, so once we bought this property, it was kind of in ruin, so we kind of brought it back to life. So what you're going to find is a bunch of just holiday decor items. You'll find gift items. We have a lot of specific, season-specific pantry items, teas, coffee, gifts for your kids or for mom or anybody, a friend. Right now I carry two different candle brands. So one is local to where we live, which I'm really excited about. The brand is called the Old Rusty Coupe. I also carry Antique Candle Co. candles, and they're from Indiana. So I love having just the two different brands, and there's a whole plethora of seasonal scents that you can look at. We have a new company called Wheelie Mom, and she is a recently disabled mom, so she wanted to create products to help sustain her and her family. So we're carrying those products. I'm really excited about that. She has a bunch of stuff from scrubs and soaps to glassware and stickers. There's definitely a lot of sparkle in here. So you'll come in and you'll get to see all the lights, and there's lots of glitter and a lot of fun things for the holiday season. We do have a lot of new pantry items. So we have a lot of popcorn and pretzel mixes, and we have different pancake mixes and waffle mixes, plus maple syrup. So that's really exciting. We also have some organic honey, and we have mugs. So if you want to just pair a coffee or a tea with a mug, then you can definitely do that. The items that I look for are typically items that I would keep in my own home, so things that I love and I know that others will love. And another thing that's really important to me is sourcing from small businesses and just making sure that the products that I bring in are sustainable and they're maybe organic. I really want to make sure that the products that I'm giving to others or having others shop are things that I love, and I just know that they're natural and they're going to be safe for my customers. We are only open once a month here in the physical store, but I do have a website, so you can shop the website at any point. And we do have local pickup, so if you're local to the shop, then you can come, you can pick up anytime, or we do ship, and we ship all over the continental US. We're unique in the fact that we are not a typical storefront or residential location, so when you come shop, that you get the whole experience of coming out and seeing the farm and seeing the animals and getting to just come into the shop, which is super cozy. So the holiday season for me is going to be really exciting, because not only are you going to get to experience the whole entire outside of the store, when you come in, there's so many good things you can look at and get to touch and smell and have the full experience.
White Pine Mercantile is on State Route 60 in Vermilion. Now remember, they're only open one weekend out of the month. You can check them out online or on social media for open dates and extended holiday hours.
Now to Aurora, where at the Secret Garden Antique Mall, it's a collector's dream where you're bound to find a treasure.
We're Secret Garden Antiques, and we're in the historic district of Aurora. We have all kinds of different things now where it's not just the old antiques, truly 125 years old. We've got all kinds of things, and mid-century modern is the big to-do, so we're always keeping our eye out for that. We just have a real mix of old and new, and if it was kind of old looking, we might pick it up and it fits right in. We have 14 vendors who each have their own spaces.
Well, I came into this store for years shopping, and I said, you know, I really need to get into this business. I retired and I just love all these beautiful antiques. So I came in, saw Amy, and we clicked immediately. She's a hoot, and she's so knowledgeable about all this. You know, I didn't really know anything about antiques, but Amy is a great teacher.
Oh, thank you.
You are. You know you are, right?
It's fun.
And
it's
so
fun.
I became a vendor, and I'm loving it.
I went to art school at the Cleveland Institute of Art and graduated in '85. So I've always had an eye for antiques or for anything and the way it's presented since day one. I'm just natural at tweaking around and moving things. You know, you have to move that just this way in order for it to work.
So it's a lot of fun. I love that people come in here and you listen to them and say, oh, my mother had that. I think I'm going to buy that because, you know, my mom's no longer here and it brings back a great memory or
That's
something.
true.
You know,
Absolutely.
People like memories. And then there's collectors, right? You
Yes.
know,
Oh,
you have
yeah. People
John
that
in
like
here
the
has
certain
the
thing.
sports stuff, right?
Right. Yep. John has all of his Joe Namath helmet, all kinds of and sports cards and things like that. Not huge amounts, but just the special ones.
If you've been an antiquer and gone to antique stores, you know that when you walk in here, everything is so beautifully displayed. Amy, the artist, has such an eye. She helps us all get our stuff, you know, highlighted with certain things that go together. People spend hours in here because there's so much to see and it looks so nice.
When it comes to browsing and looking around, antique shops are perfect for that. It's fun to find that unusual little treasure and know that it's interesting and different, and people will sort of have their eye gravitate to it and say, oh, I've never noticed a thing like this before.
And if you can't find something in here with all the uniqueness of the items that are in there, I mean, there's just something for everybody.
The Secret Garden Antique Mall is on Chillicothe Road in Aurora, and you can follow them on social media for updates on events and new items. When we come back, a taste of gourmet olive oils and vinegars, and a whole lot more. You know why Chesterland is lucky? Because they have a gourmet store you're going to love. It's called the Gourmet Olive. I'm here with Pete right now. And, you know, we're a small town. We're out in the country. And you're bringing in flavors from all over the world.
Yeah, that's right. We're right here in the heart of Geauga County, and we've got balsamic vinegars and infused olive oils on tap.
So these are all the flavors from around the world. So like the olive oils, let's talk about those a little bit. What's the range? Where do they come from, and how do you keep it so fresh?
So you'll see here on the casks, all the products are vacuum sealed in here. And for example, this one's from Morocco, Greece, Italy, Spain. And then we have our infused oils where they're infused out in Montana and brought in here right to Chesterland. But everything's vacuum sealed, and at the end of the bag inside the cask there's a pour spout. So when customers order a bottle, they pick out the bottle size, and we just put it right here under the spout, lift up, and we pour the bottles fresh
Okay,
for
so
them.
I got a couple bottles here. So we got 750 milliliters, 500 milliliters. So this is great. So do they get to taste it first, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. We have some sample cups. We have bread where they can taste the flavors.
Show me one of those. Which one should I taste?
I personally love the Moroccan oil. It's very smooth. We'll pour them a little sample. You can either enjoy
You just shoot
that.
it back, or bread in it, maybe?
Yeah, you can either shoot it back or dip a little bread in there. That one's real smooth.
It is real smooth. This is supposed to be great for you too. You know, everyone's always trying to eat all the berries, all this kind of stuff. Go back to the old days, man, and try olive oil, and that does it, right?
Yep, it's the Mediterranean diet. There's a lot of health benefits to olive oil.
How long you been here?
We've been here 4 years now with the olive oil.
Okay, so Pete's been on the show before, and one of the things he brought had nothing to do with olive oil, but had a little bit to do with vinegar. And we're talking about Packy back here. Packy's your mom, right?
Yep, it's my mom.
And boy, she makes some great stuff.
Absolutely. We've got baklava that we actually sell in the store. We've got some roasted pecans, and these are kind of unique because they incorporate the olive oil. They're roasted in a Tuscan herb olive oil, and they have the black truffle sea salt sprinkled on them, so they're delicious. And then we have some of our hand-stuffed olives here that we sell. We've got all kinds of varieties of olives.
It looks beautiful. I bet everything she makes is delicious.
Well, our family's got a strong Greek heritage, so you can, as you can tell by the baklava, and these are called tirapites. They're filled with cheese.
Ooh, I'm taking one of those.
Yeah, enjoyed that. And then this one is a little Greek dessert called galatoboudiko.
You're talking about making some things that sound exotic. You've got some recipes to inspire here. Incorporate many of the things you sell here with the recipe card and make a really delicious dinner.
Yeah, the thing we're trying to do with the recipe cards here, and you'll see, the recipe wall. On the back of the card, it has items in bold here that we sell in our store. Olive oils, vinegars, but also rubs, salts. And what we're really trying to accomplish here is that when people get the product home, that they have a way to use their product, and it just doesn't sit in the cabinet and not get used.
But I got to tell you, last time I saw you, the chocolates blew my mind. And you said Packy even incorporates some of your vinegars in when she makes the chocolates.
That's true. You'll see in the yellow cups here, we've got the Meyer lemon balsamics and the raspberry in the red cup. So yeah, we make a cream that uses those vinegars. We also have peanut butters, caramels.
And I'm not kidding you when I say her chocolates were fantastic. When I knew we were coming out to see you, I knew I was going to be buying some of these chocolates to take with me. They are delicious. But talk about another great thing. You've got a little sign in the window. It says, what does it say in the window?
The gelato sign?
The gelato sign. How fast do you sell this gelato?
It's new. It's been going pretty quick though, and the great thing is it's brought a lot of new customers in to enjoy our store. We rotate through the flavors fairly quickly. We've got room for people to come and sit and enjoy their gelato.
Well, I love it. The Gourmet Olive, we're in Chestland. Thank you, Packy. Thank you, Pete.
You're welcome.
It's great.
At Main Street Threads in Vermilion, you can find locally made tees, sweats, and a whole lot more to show your Cleveland and Ohio pride.
Main Street Threads is a boutique that specializes in women's, men's, baby, and children apparel. Main Street Threads started after I started a company called Mistakes on the Lake. I looked at spaces around the downtown historical Vermilion area, and this spot spoke to me. The windows out front are beautiful, and hometown historical Vermilion is just gorgeous. So it was just the perfect kind of time and opportunity for me to jump in and kind of create something different out here. I wanted to offer something that wasn't just Ohio or Cleveland. So I opened Main Street Threads as a place where Mistakes on the Lake clothes could go, but we also offer all kinds of other fun apparel as well, and accessories, candles, all kinds of little goodies, boutique stuff. A lot of the apparel that we do is comfortable leisure style. So we have a lot of hoodies, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of sweatshirts, but we also offer our leggings are the softest leggings you can ever find, and we're known for being really affordable too. So it's someplace where you can come and grab something quick, something if you're going out for an event and not break the banks. We have tumblers, we have signs, we have purses, we have a lot of slippers, we'll have socks. Pura Vida's a big one. We have Judy Blue jeans is a big one, Can jeans. And we also offer a lot of baby clothes and a lot of toddler clothes that are themed. Stuff changes a lot here. So a lot of our customers say that every time they come in, it's like a new store, because we like to get in small amounts of things and change and flip things constantly. So we'd rather have our prices low so that stuff sells, so that we're constantly getting new inventory in. You're going to find a lot of things that are different. So we wanted to stand out and be something that's not the same things that you're going to see at other stores. So a lot of the items that we have are going to be a little different. They're going to be a little sassier. They're going to be a little kind of on the edge, borderline, but still very funny and appropriate for our audience. What's nice about coming in is that we do offer the custom side. So if you see something that you like and we don't have it in the color or style you want, you like that, but I would rather have this on a crew neck versus a hoodie, we can do that. The best part about being in Vermilion is I grew up about 10 minutes away from here, and I never realized how many families and tourists actually come to Vermilion during the summertime. But what's great too is I'm really able to help and impact locally here now. Shopping local is huge. You're supporting your local economy. You know where your money is going. My favorite part about owning Main Street Threads is seeing all of the faces come in and seeing how excited they are for something different or something new, helping people out, especially when they're self-conscious, because I've always had that self-conscious behind me about trying outfits on, and we try to make people feel as comfortable as possible coming in, whether we're picking out outfits for them, whether they're modeling for us, and we're just helping them, giving a little tidbits, just boosting self-confidence and showing love.
You can shop Main Street Threads in stores or through Mistake on the Lake online. And after the break, we have a holiday oasis of plants, gifts, and more. We are getting you ready for the holidays, that is for sure. And when I say we, I mean these guys. It's a family affair here at Maria Gardens. I have Tim, Tom, and Mitch. This must be so amazing for you to have your sons working together with you on this great project.
Yes, it is.
I know you guys are hard at work. I'll let you get back to work. I wanted to introduce you to them because these are the faces that you're going to be seeing when you come in here and shop at this wonderful spot. So I'll let you guys get back to it. I'm going to steal Dad, and we're hitting on the trees first, because what makes this place special is that there are so many unique features about it. And you guys have created your own tree line.
Yes, we have an exclusive line of trees that is very realistic. They're actually made from live molds, from live trees, the mold that we take.
Wow, that's impressive in itself. Well, you've been selling trees for so long, and you just said, hey, we should start doing this on our own too.
Yes, and we've developed a tree. We put a lot of years into it, and this is what we come up with.
They're beautiful. Well, now what would you say makes them kind of stand out from other artificial trees that some might buy?
Well, unlike the big box stores, we have the realistic look to them.
And I feel like the position of the branches, everything, it gives it that real feel. I mean, it doesn't look like you can see, anything artificial about it stuck in the middle.
Yes, we have a higher tip count and a higher light count. We use more lights, more tips, and our tips are built into the tree, so you don't see all that, all the hardware in the back.
I mean,
and speaking of our hardware, it's all made from steel. There's no plastic.
So all steel in there.
Yeah.
I love the idea of real trees sometimes, but this makes it so much easier. And the fact that they look so lifelike is wild to me. So you have a whole array, a few displays set up all over here on this side of your trees. You have other ones as well.
Yes, we have other brands also.
And this place is huge. So when you first walk in, I always get distracted by the gift shop. The gift shop is beautiful.
Yes.
You have, for people shopping even for holiday gifts, you have a lot to offer in there.
Yes, they did a great job in there this year. We got a lot of new themes.
And then people can buy the individual aspects of each theme.
Yes. Yes, you can shop right off the tree. The ornaments, we have extra ornaments. You can really see how it's professionally done. You get some really good ideas.
That's also a good point, because you really can get those ideas on how, if you're like me and I'm not a great necessarily decorator, I would like to steal ideas that you guys have here. You have those beautiful logs that are set up on display is something you can get. I know once we're in the thick of things, one of your big things is poinsettias, right?
Yes, we are growers. We grow our own poinsettias. And we'll have those here. They're starting to arrive this weekend, and in the next week, by a week or two, the greenhouses will be full.
And it's good to come with the family to do something like this, because the kids can get in on the action. I'm talking about the ice cream, right?
Oh yes, we have the Pine Cone Ice Cream Store, which is open daily from 2 to 8, and 12 to 8 on the weekends.
So the kids love coming in here.
Oh, the kids love it. The mom gets to shop, and the kids, they get a treat too.
Family run and own. You just know that you're getting that personal touch with things when you come into a place like this.
Yes.
And I love coming in here always. It's always, once a year I get in here around the holidays, and it brings a smile to my face. I know it probably brings a smile to others as well.
Yes.
And you're doing it.
Yeah, great to be part of the community.
I bet it is, and I can't imagine what that feels like being on your end of it too.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me in today.
You're welcome.
I knew need to go get some ice cream. Can I go get some ice cream?
Let's go.
Okay.
Old items repurposed to make you laugh and to help you open a cold one. This is North Coast Bottle Openers.
North Coast Bottle Openers is more of a hobby. It's really a way for us to take a lot of things that would be thrown out or, sit in a dusty corner collecting dirt and grime, and we revive them. And we make them so that somebody can take something like an old golf club that they can't use anymore, and then they can take that club, we can cut it off, we can clean it up, we can put a bottle opener on it, so now they can take the old club that wasn't really doing anything earlier, and now that person can use that club again. We make things that are fun. Like we tell people when you come into our booth, there's really absolutely nothing that you need in our booth. It's all for fun. So when people come in and they laugh, and they say, oh my God, this is fantastic, that's the reaction that we're looking for. And over here we have like a Saturn V rocket. We go into some electronics here. We have some old PlayStation Game Boys. I think I got the bug from doing this type of stuff from my mom, and she was an excellent sewer. So Mom made quilts, pillows, lots of different things, and she did a lot of the church shows. And I was kind of the pack mule to help her carry the stuff back and forth. And so I think I got the bug from that. It was in my blood, I didn't know it. But as you can see, when you look around my garage here, you can see I have a myriad of tools. I like to build things, I like to create things. I started doing this about 10 years ago. Each one has a different challenge. I mean, pretty much it's being able to take the bottle opener itself and then figure out a way how to insert it into the piece. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. They kind of got a life of its own. And then our very first show was over here at Lake Catholic at the church at their annual Christmas show. And we walked in there with, I think, 2 10-gallon totes full of golf clubs. Had no idea what we were doing, had no idea what they would sell. Just threw them down on the table and said, how about it? These are kind of cool because they are spring loaded, so the kids love those. We just found something that's fun to do. It satisfies a lot of things that Carol and I like to do, because Carol and I like to go to the flea markets. We like to go out and find this stuff, so that's the part where we do it together. And then once the stuff comes home, she goes inside and does her thing, and I have to get stuck out here doing all this with my thing, which is fine. So that's kind of how the build process goes. And then once the show season starts, then we go ahead and package everything up, start going to our shows, and that's when it's more of a family affair, where Carol and I will be doing the selling, and now our grandchildren are getting involved, and they're now helping out too. The handles are actually made from a stadium seat, which is what this piece here is. And most of them do come complete with a piece of bubble gum still stuck to it. And we try to hit all the demographics so that when people can come in, they can find something that fits something with their lifestyle or profession. We get a lot of saying, wow, I can really find something for this person that has everything. Because there's really nothing in here that you need, but there's usually something that relates to a person that has everything.
North Coast Bottle Openers has multiple shows coming up, and you can learn more online. After the break, the boutique to find your perfect holiday outfit.
So whether you are looking for a gift for yourself, because I think we should spoil ourselves sometimes, right? Or for someone else, ladies and gentlemen, I have found the cutest store in Rocky River that you have to visit. This is Eleanor Hobbs, and I have Gabby with me. I don't think I'm going to leave. It is so cute.
Thank you.
You're so on point with, I think, every trend that I could imagine. And I feel like what I see here are brands I've not heard of before, to be honest.
Yes, so we are very fortunate. We're tucked away here in Rocky River, and we have really come up with a brand mix that we really love. We work with specific designers, and we kind of curate a collection for our clients who are already shopping with us to make sure that we are bringing in the merchandise that they want to see every season. Always getting new merchandise. We get boxes and deliveries every day, which keeps our merchandise always fresh and new. We go to market 3 times a year, 4 times a year to pick out for each season. So it's a super special experience when you get to see all the clothes before they come in and really shop and curate a collection for all of our clients.
So let me go through. My eyes were drawn to this, and by the time you see this, this may be gone. And that's the thing. That's always changing
always
here.
Moving, always
This
changing.
coat.
I know. This has been a really good seller for us this season. This blue is everywhere. Again, it's a great designer. Rails is a good contemporary fashion line. Great quality, moderate price point. And we really do try to work on bringing in different brands that have different price points for all of our customers. You will see some higher end prices, but then we also work really hard to bring in that lower price point that is good quality and will last in your wardrobe for a really long time.
I gotta hit on the jeans because talking about something that lasts for a really long time.
Yes.
I know you have jeans all over the place. I'm just gonna pull one pair here.
We have
but
a really good denim selection. We've worked really hard on our denims. We see some really good brands. We have a Goldie, Citizens of Humanity, Mother. We've started carrying Ulla Johnson denim as well, some Mousy, just really good high quality denim brands that are sustainable and just brands that we really love. And
I just love a good tee.
Yeah.
And this is just a plain, wonderful, good tee.
It's a merino wool tee. It's just nice. You can wear it under a blazer. You can wear it to work. Again, pair it back to denim. We really try to find pieces that you can wear in different ways. You can dress things up. You can dress things down. And that's kind of our business model.
And then you have accessories to go along. I have to show you this line because my eyes were drawn to this. And what a great gift to give.
So Gigi Clouzot, all of their merchandise is handmade in the south of France. All of their pieces are super special. 18 karat gold, real diamonds, just really special pieces. We love all of the colors. Our customers come in and go crazy for the colors. Once you kind of buy one, it's super addicting and you have to buy quite a few more. But they make beautiful gifts. Just again, a really special piece that you can share with a friend and add to your collection.
I saw cute glasses, like just for different to change up the wardrobe, give it a different look. And what I love is what you're offering to your clients. It doesn't kind of just stay within the store.
Yes, we do a few different things after you kind of leave our store. We really get all of our information from our customers who come in. We work on style boxes, so we'll send out boxes to our customers who haven't maybe been able to make it into the store in a little bit, and we'll let them kind of shop through the box that they have at home. They can keep it for a week and send anything back that they don't want.
Love that.
And then it just makes bringing our store to your home. We can go through your closet, help you organize, kind of get rid of anything that isn't really fitting or on trend, and kind of infiltrate some new merchandise that will kind of just elevate it and make your wardrobe a little bit more exciting. These are our cashmere travel wraps. We get tons of these during the season right now, fall, holidays. These are the best gifts. We sell these all day long. We also have the matching cashmere beanies. And then these sweaters up here in the front are Miami sweaters. They're all handmade in Berlin. They're so beautiful. They have a bunch of different designs, so you'll see the stripes here. We have the big bomber at the bottom, the big coat that Carrie Ann had on. Just beautiful designs. They're so soft.
Yeah, they are.
They really I personally own a few of them, and I can't get enough of them. They're just so fun.
Talk about a gift that is so meaningful. Like when you say, oh yes, this is a sweater that's made in Berlin.
Right.
And that's a necklace from the south of France.
Right.
I mean, it just takes, I think it makes it more special and meaningful when you get a gift like that.
It does. And these are not brands that you're going to see in your Nordstrom or in your Saks. These are brands that we are really highly sought after, good quality brands, but you don't see them everywhere. So it's exciting to have it right here in Rocky River that our customers get to come and shop different brands that they haven't necessarily been able to shop before.
Well, if you haven't been in here yet, we're tucked away in the little complex here that's right along Detroit, and what's the intersecting road?
Lakeview.
Lakeview and Detroit. They're tucked away in the complex.
Yes.
Come here. See, I know you're big on social media as well. They can also
we're
follow
always
you.
posting on social media. We are getting new arrivals every single day, so we're always posting on socials, updating our website. You guys can shop us online as well.
I'm going to shop right now. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for having us in,
so much.
Gabby.
It's so nice to meet you and have everyone here, so thank you.
It is our pleasure.
Our next stop features gifts inspired by nature all year long. Check out the Bird Store and more.
The Bird Store and More is really like two stores in one. It's a store that will supply anybody who wants to feed birds in their backyard. Then also, if you're not into birds, we also have a full-service gift store. We have a large array of wind chimes. That's one of our specialties. Wind chimes and garden gifts. And then we have a lot of indoor items as well. We have a lot of kitchen products, jewelry, and soaps and personal care products. We have a lot of handmade art from local artists, games and puzzles. A lot of it's nature themed, pictures and artwork, and just anything you could be looking for when you have somebody you need to give a hostess gift or a thank you gift or a birthday gift. We do have specific feeders. We have feeders that would typically be used for feeding like goldfinch. They like to eat something called Niger. We have a lot of tube feeders and suet feeders that most birds like. We also have a full line of what are called squirrel buster feeders, which are feeders that if somebody as heavy as a squirrel gets on it, it kind of closes down, and so they're not able to, eat all the seed that people are trying to put out for the birds. A lot of specific feeders, but also general feeders that are going to cover most of the variety of birds that we have in the state. And we have a helpful staff that will help people get started. We'll guide them towards which is going to work best in their yard and what times of year to put out certain types of seed and that kind of thing. If they need to hang something from their window because they don't have a great place to hang it in their yard, we'll help them find a good window feeder. Some birds like to eat off the ground, so we'll help them with ground feeders and helping them figure out which seed blend is going to work best. We have certain seed blends that have no shells. They cost a little more because of that, but there's no waste, there's no mess. I've always loved wildlife. I've been a huge wildlife advocate my whole life. Birds in particular always just had a special place in my heart. So we were customers for a lot of years, and then the former owner sent out a note that she was going to be retiring and putting the store up for sale, and I hated the thought of it going out of business. So I said to my husband, I'm like, well, what the heck, why don't we try and see if it could work out? And it did, and we're so happy it did. She's a girl named Bray. She's a great bird, and she loves the music that we play. She likes to sing and greet the customers. Sometimes if I'm in the back, if somebody comes in the front door, she'll be like, hi, how are you? And they have no idea who's saying that to them, and it's her. I really try to take a lot of time to find items that I think people are going to really find special and unique and really get joy out of. I'm trying to make the store optimistic and upbeat and just a fun place to be. And I just really love talking to the customers. They're so friendly and nice, and they're usually in good moods when they're here. So we love to talk and get to know the customers. And it's just really, I didn't realize this is what I wanted to do with my life until it happened, but it's been very rewarding.
The Bird Store and More is on Mers Boulevard in Fair Lawn. When we come back, a crafty way to tell your story.
Everyone has a story to tell, and at Craft Your Story in Menor, you can do just that by using a little bit of creativity.
Craft Your Story is a paper crafting boutique. We specialize in scrapbooking and all kinds of journaling. There hasn't been a small local scrapbook store for a very long time, and I go to events with other scrapbookers, and they are always lamenting the fact that there is no other scrapbooking store anymore. And so I decided when my kids went to college that it was time for me to bring a scrapbooking store back into town. A lot of people are card makers, so they're looking for stamps and stencils and that type of thing to work for their cards. And then I'd say the other majority of people are scrapbookers, and they're just looking for embellishments and scrapbooks themselves and other types of things to make scrapbooking fun. Journaling and scrapbooking go hand in hand. The name of our store is Craft Your Story, so it's all about telling your story in an artistic kind of way. So either through scrapbooking or journaling. So you can do bullet journaling, art journaling, junk journaling. There's all different kinds of ways to tell your story or document your life in a way that's just fun and not just, simply writing down, I did this today, I did that today. You just make it more embellished and interesting. As far as embellishments, we have packs of things that are called ephemera. It's just die cuts, and usually they're in different themes to go along with different papers and things to make your pages more special. We have stamps and stencils, which you can also add to a page or a card, or just your journal. We have inks, paint pens, we have all kinds of stuff that you can use to embellish a page or your journal. I think that most people want more than just the written word. They want some kind of an image to go along with it. Like when you're listening to a story, like a historical novel or something like that, you create your own images. And so I think people always want to have an image with a story, and that's what you do when you scrapbook. Part of the reason of having an actual physical store as opposed to buying things online is that there's a sense of community. So we have classes, we have events, we have a Friday fun night where people come and work together. It's fostering a community of crafters and just having a good time and enjoying people again, since we couldn't do that for a while. I have been scrapbooking for over 20 years, and it's become my most favorite hobby. This has become part of my life. It's a way to document my whole family, my kids, my husband. Everybody loves to look at the scrapbooks. So I do it for them, but I also just do it for me because it's the way I relax and the way I enjoy spending time.
Craft Your Story is on Menor Avenue in Menor.
How about the gift of chocolate? And that's exactly what you'll find in Middleburg Heights at Twisted Sweets.
Twisted Sweets is a chocolate shop in Middleburg Heights. We do custom chocolates, already made chocolates. I have almond toffee, hot cocoa bombs, fudge. Anything you can dip in chocolate, I dip in chocolate. I've always made chocolates for my family and my friends, and as gifts for Valentine's Day and Christmas. And one day I just decided to start selling to the public, and then I opened a chocolate shop. The most popular item that we sell here is the almond toffee. It's kind of like a Heath bar, but with almonds, and there's big almonds on top. It's covered in chocolate. It's just delicious. Hot chocolate bombs are a hollow shell filled with marshmallows and hot cocoa, and you drop it in hot milk and it opens up and makes hot chocolate. I have milk chocolate, peppermint, cookies and cream, s'mores, white chocolate, dark chocolate. The Rice Krispie treats are covered in chocolate, and then I put M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, toppings for the holidays, like Thanksgiving they'll have a turkey, Christmas they'll have snowflakes or Santa Clauses or Christmas presents. Everything will get decorated for the holiday as the holiday comes. I have almond toffee, pecans and caramel, all of the nuts, walnuts, peanuts, cashews, almonds. Everyone loves the Oreo cookies. They're dipped in white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. I top those with different toppings. You can get those plain, Reese's Pieces, M&Ms, chocolate chips, and again, those will all be decorated for the holiday season too. My favorite thing to make are the twisted pretzels. They are my own creation. They're crushed up sourdough pretzels, and they're topped with a little bit of extra salt because sourdough doesn't have a lot of salt on it. It's all in the bottom of the bag. And I top them with different toppings. They come plain, non-Périels, M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, or I do them in all three. They're large and they'll have 3 different toppings on one. The fudge flavors I have are peanut butter, chocolate, chocolate walnut, chocolate buckeye, and maple pecan. I have them in a sunflower, roses, and a bundt cake sort of a shape to make it more consistent in the size. And it's pretty. It makes a pretty gift. I have Fritos I dip in chocolate, and potato chips. It's absolutely delicious together, the salty and the chocolate. The s'mores are chocolate dipped graham crackers topped with a bunch of marshmallows, and then I drizzle caramel all over the marshmallows and another layer of the graham cracker, and then I top them with all different toppings. The chocolate dip glasses make a great gift. They're a conversation piece. You can fill them with ice cream, you can fill them with wine, you can fill them with a milkshake. They're just a great gift. My favorite part is the people. They love what I have, they love the store, they're excited to come in here, they're excited that there's a new chocolate shop in Middleburg Heights.
Twisted Sweets is on Pearl Road in Middleburg Heights. When we come back, unique home goods from a local company with a rich Cleveland history.
Give the gift of home decor with items that you won't find anywhere else. This is the shop at the Cleveland Stone Company.
Cleveland Stone's been around since 1868. Primarily our business has been cutting stone for large commercial projects, residential projects, even local homeowners. You might recognize our company from the Guardians of Traffic, which are very visible in Cleveland. We're everywhere in the city. Soldiers and Sailors Monument, that's us. Houses all over, courthouses, libraries, colleges. Our stone is on everything. It's been fabricated here for years. Historic restoration is a huge part of what we do. So things that they're trying to preserve in Cleveland and all across the country, we provide stone for that. We also do statuary and very impressive items like that, which falls kind of in a different category than what we do largely for the general public. But right now, for example, I have an artist that we work with who's creating gotta be a 10-foot lion for a residence.
I've been carving for 50 years now. I'm just getting the hang of it, actually. This one's been done, it took like 6 months, but there's another one that we're doing that's the other hand. So there's a left and a right hand one.
We decided to take a little turn, do something different, being that we're in Vermilion, Ohio, and this is a great community with a lot of small shops and stores for people to shop in. We didn't necessarily fit into that niche, so we added this so that people around here knew where we were. The shop has a little bit of everything, honestly. We have furniture, tables, we have lamps, we have pottery, we have candles, and we have rugs and pillows, and we've also gotten to some more local items. We have Ohio State over there. I know that's very popular. We look for things that are different, and that's why people would want to come in here. And so when they decorate their house, it's not going to look like their neighbors. We'll sell something, we'll have a favorite item that we've found, and when it leaves, we actually try not to buy it again. In a lot of cases, try to find something different that maybe becomes the next favorite item for us that we sometimes have trouble watching walk out the door. We want to make it so it's an experience specific to the shop at Cleveland Stone. Every person that comes in this store has something positive to say, and they're all very complimentary of the buyer and what they've found and that they've not seen it before. And there's a lot of questions that go into how do you find these things, and it really comes down to the skill set of the buyer and their experience. Why we opened here specifically, being part of Vermilion, we wanted to support this community. There are a lot of shops here and we want to drive people into Vermilion. Being here in the community, we were largely unknown because our business as a stone company is national. We service Cleveland, sure, but we ship that stone all over the country into Canada. So bringing something home into Vermilion and into Cleveland where we could highlight who we are, and this is kind of like a more attractive side of our business. It's fun to put out there and say, hey, come see this. Sometimes stone is based on need. This is something somebody can come on a Saturday afternoon and just stroll around and enjoy themselves, and hopefully at the same time say, oh, you cut stone as well, that's great.
The shop at the Cleveland Stone Company is located on West River Road in Vermilion.
Well, that's going to do it for this hour of Shopping Local, and we hope you found something for that hard-to-find person on your list, or just something fun to gift yourself. You can find a full list of places we visited on fox8.com. For Natalie Herbeck, I'm David Moss, and we will see you on the next New Day Cleveland.